As I talk at this moment, we are less than 1 week removed from the All In show, an event, to be fair, that is dividing people down the middle, mostly because halfway through the show, a bunch of dudes came out dressed as penis druids, or penile druids, as some people are now saying. And yeah, if you do that, you're going to draw a line, and some people are going to be over here, and some people are going to be over here, because it was penis druids. That's always going to stir up the conversation just a little bit, especially if you never watched Being the Elite, or you don't know who Joey Ryan is. Then you're going to be really confused, and you start questioning what the hell wrestling has become. Whatever though, because there was plenty of other stuff on the pay-per-view for you to enjoy. Should you have been looking for something else, then let's face it, we shouldn't be getting too worked up about people dressed as dongs, because it tied into the story, and that's something. Sometimes WWE doesn't tie into the story. Things just happened. We may have had men dressed as cocks here, but at least the cocks had a point. The real takeaway is what Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks addressed after the pay-per-view had gone off air, clearly saying that this was one of the highlights of their careers, if not the best event they've ever been a part of. They also wanted to make it clear they ain't got no plans of going to WWE, and Kenny Omega echoed that sentiment too. All the rumours and chatter, I think we can safely say that the Bullet Club is never going to the WWE. Why? Here's why. Right away, I've made a wrestling faux pas and used the word never. And as you know, you never say never, because I would have said at one point I would never see Bret Hart in the WWE again, or that AJ Styles would never be WWE champion because he doesn't fit their mold. And look what's happened. Now I look like a darn fool. I will also say, however, I'm glad I was wrong in both those situations, because I enjoyed seeing Bret back, and I enjoy seeing AJ Styles being an absolute trooper within the organisation known as WWE. However, after what happened at All In, the future seems too bright and too exciting for the members of the Bullet Club to just go back into the status quo, in this instance known as WWE. Right now, the independent scene has never felt more profitable or more exciting. There's loads of opportunities out there, probably more than even you and I are thinking. Just look at what All In did. Nobody thought that was a reality, and even if it was a thought in somebody's mind, it was nothing more than a pipe dream. Well, it ain't a pipe dream no more. Part of history. Momentum is absolutely with this group right now as they find ways to continually increase the ceiling and increasingly find ways to be incredibly successful outside of the world known as the WWE. That is the biggest wrestling organization in the world, and yet I bet all of them are earning a lot more money than they would be if they were a part of it because of where they'd be on the card. This is why making such a jump just seems ridiculous in 2018. Cody, Matt and Nick Jackson are actual trendsetters within the industry, and they have a chance to change it, and that's even more likely after everything that they achieved in Chicago. They have pushed that idea as far as anybody ever thought it could, and you can bet your damn ass that they're going to push it even further. And if you take any of my videos literally, don't actually go down to a bookies or gambling shop and bet your ass. One, they won't take it, and two, what are you going to be able to do without an ass? You ain't going to be able to poo. That's the truth. And if they did all of a sudden stop that and just become part of the machine, I think it would have an absolute detrimental effect on everything else. I mean, sure, it'd be really interesting when they first went across to WWE, but as soon as that dust has settled, you know what would happen. So do I. No one gave a damn about Cody Rhodes when he was there for round one, and the Young Bucks are a tag team, and you see how Raw and SmackDown treats tag teams. One week they could be the most important thing in the world, and the next week nobody even knows if they're the tag team champions or not. There's also this idea of expectation and accountability. Now I'm going to level with you, whatever Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks want to do, that's what I want them to do. If they want to keep kidding on the indies, do it. If they want to retire tomorrow, do it. If they want to join the WWE, do it. It's their life and they've already achieved so much, and I as a fan am just grateful for all the hours of entertainment they've given me within that ring. And let's face it, it's kind of incredible that at least one of them isn't dead, given some of the moves and matches they do have. If they did rock on over, however, I think there would be a few fans that would be a little disappointed, and I can kind of understand that. When I was at All In, my favourite thing about it was that there was a connection between the wrestler and the wrestling fan, or at least more than anything I've ever experienced in all my years of going to wrestling events. It was unique, and one of the reasons it did so well is that every single person in that arena was like willing the wrestlers on to do a good job. They wanted to see them do well. They wanted to see all of this go to plan. Again, no one should expect anything from anybody, but I can understand the kind of disheartening attitude that would come if things just went back to normal. Successful indie guys get successful and then move on over to the big leagues. Someone else could of course step into these positions, but I just don't think it would be the same. Once you've got a captain of the ship, you want the captain of the ship to steer you into successful waters. And also I said the big leagues there, and that's the other thing. Really, right now, WWE ain't really the big leagues anymore. I mean, it is on one hand, but you can also argue the other way. And that's different. It would also leave everybody with the question of what if, and I think that's a question that nobody in the Bullet Club wants to ask 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line. They want to see what they're able to do, and more importantly, they want to see if they can do it on their own terms, because you can't forget about that. If you go to WWE, all those terms, that creative control, that power is taken away and it's flushed down the toilet. And it comes out another toilet, and that toilet's Vince McMahon, and he drinks it, and then he owns your soul. That doesn't happen. That was just a weird analogy metaphor I've come up with. That definitely has never happened in the history of the world. But all of a sudden you would be being produced and you would be being told what to do, and when that happens, you don't get stuff like All In. If the Bullet Club jumps to WWE, everything we've just seen becomes an interesting aside instead of a game-changing moment. And to achieve the latter, everybody in this club needs to back themselves and see what they're actually capable of achieving. If it lives up to what we all hope, then it'll be better for everybody. Wrestlers, wrestling fans, the promotions themselves, WWE. Because that kind of competition makes everybody raise their game. And really, that is what it's all about. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about all of this. Like, share, and subscribe. Head over to whatculture.com and read yourself some articles. And follow What Culture on Twitter at WhatCultureWWE. My name is Simon from What Culture. Thank you for watching the Y series. And if it didn't come across in that video, I think that Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, and loads of other people I haven't even named have smashed the wrestling business. They smashed the wrestling industry. All In was great. And I'm actually very excited to see where they can take it from here. I hope they're all successful. I hope success rains down on their face and they can't see because there's too much success coming in to said faces. I've really got to work on these outros. They get more and more strange. I'll see you soon. Ooh, too hard.